As you can tell by the title of this video, I made it with dropshipping. Let me tell you what exactly this means and how my life has actually changed. So last year, I really went, all focused on my dropshipping journey and really wanted to do well and escape my job, which I ended up actually doing. So last year I'd done just under, I've got it here on my phone, just under £500,000 on one store. Let me put that there. There we go. £500,000 on one store, which actually equaled around £140,000 in net profit at the end of that. So that was last year, and I just want to make a video, on how it's actually changed my life. Not a whole lot has actually changed that you would think. I mean, you would think when you make this amount of money that you would, go and travel and do all the sort of crazy things that you think. But for me, I want to sort of bring it down back to just like a normal person who's, made this type of money and is needing to continue to grow and use that money to also make more money, and all the, other things that people don't actually sort of talk about in the space. For me, a huge thing is I was always aiming for this, goal of 500,000, 1 million in sales, and really thought that loads of things would actually change. And in reality, it just sort of hasn't been the case. It's not a thing of, once you get to a certain amount, you've unlocked the secret sauce, you can replicate it over and over and over again. Yes, sometimes you may be able to on the second, third store. But it definitely hasn't been the case, especially this year too. We've been, grinding out stores, doing a few stores that are doing, say, 100K in a few months, and then not really going anywhere after that. And really, it's just the reality of that, making that 100 and say £40,000 in net profit, and understanding that, once you've got a business set up, you have to pay your taxes, you have to think about having enough money to fund future projects and have enough cash flow for the future ads and things like that. And then, taking money out, and what's the best way to do that tax efficiently and not getting too ahead of yourself. I mean, a lot of the people in this space, as you've probably seen, like, go flexing and go posting loads of stuff on social media of new cars, going on holidays, and a lot of them things are in reality just to sort of sell that course. And that's the other way of making money and keeping that money going, and getting more out of just the sales and the good performance for that period of time. Which, again, if you want to do that, go for it. I'm just sort of, anyone that's getting in and doesn't make as much profit as this, but makes 40,000 and thinks everything's going to change. In reality, there's a lot more work that you have to actually do to get to a position, not where you could quit your job, because you can do that when, once you start hitting them figures, but to be going on the crazy lifestyle spendings and trips and all the rest of it, while you still need to focus on, getting other stores going, potentially building brands, which is something that I'm really sort of focused on within the next few months. Definitely is really getting to that point where it's not just building, pump and dump stores, and it's actually building, potential long-term brands that you can basically build to sell, in terms of, wanting to build to be something that's, really proper and, overall just a good business, that people would actually like to buy and that you get exit for. So that's always in my mind of something that I really want to start properly going for. But yeah, I just wanted to make this video just like, you can make this money, and it can be great, but don't expect to have this crazy, lifestyle change unless you keep going at it. Again, maybe this would be a different story if I was doing, over 2 million, maybe over 3 million in revenue, which was obviously more profit. Maybe it's different then. Obviously it just depends on where your store actually goes to. But just stay focused, keep your head down, and don't get complacent with your stores and the revenue you're making. That's really what I want to say in this video. I know it's a bit of a raw video, but I just wanted to sort of get something up, and I wanted to sort of speak about my experience with basically Shopify dropshipping so far and what it's done for me. As I said before, I quit my job last September, which has been amazing, full-time ecom, and I've done it with my business partner as well. I'm a 50-50 business partner, so that's been working really, really well. And yeah, basically just keep your head down, Once you start making your profit, keep focusing. Don't take your foot off the pedal, because again, if that store goes down, and again, you can't really build something long term in terms of a brand with potential to keep running long term or sell, then you probably might run into some issues. So yeah, that's basically what I wanted to say in this video. And thanks very much to anyone who's watched. Anyone who hasn't watched, hopefully they find this somehow. And yeah, thanks so much. Leave any comments sort of below if you guys want to just sort of chat about dropshipping and sort of any of even the legal stuff, or I'm not sort of any sort of legal, government person, like, so I don't know all the details, but I can definitely point you in the right direction. And just any questions in dropshipping in general, check out my other videos if you want. And yeah, thanks very much for this rambling, waffling session. But I hope I've curved your expectations in what I think is a good way. So thank you. Bye.